Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from June 28th through the 30th, 2024. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle coming out for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. So Capricorn, we have great gratitude and we have great achievement. So much great, so many big things happening over the weekend. They want you to think about how far you've come, how much you've accomplished, how much has been accomplished, how much progress has been made. That needs to be the first thing on your mind when you wake up in the morning throughout this weekend, and to think about all those, like, this needs to be uh, on your mind. Okay, they're talking about all the things, all the times, all the instances that you see that things have changed and gone in a positive direction. It's time to congratulate yourself for any of the decisions you did make right, the good ones. You know what I mean? Not the ones where it's like, oh man, Capricorn, you could have done so much better. Focus more on the ones where it's like, yes, I made a positive contribution. I can be happy, and I want to go back and hug past Capricorn for making these decisions. I kid you not. This is giving me this energy of a, what's his name? Snoop. You remember when Snoop made that speech and it went viral? And they were like, come up here and say thanks, give your gratitude for this award. And he was like, I'd like to thank me. I'd like to be, I'd like to thank me for getting where I was needing to get. I'd like to be happy to, for waking up in the morning, doing the job, doing what I need to do. And there's something about you being, even though you were stressed, even though you were in like desperate at certain points. Nobody ever wants to admit that they've been desperate, but shoot, we've all been in desperate situations. I don't care who you are, you've been there, right? All of us at some point were desperate to be born. Some of us were desperate to stay in, but you know what I'm saying? But great gratitude. We have Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. And so this is an awareness, right? That you seized opportunities that came through. You made it better. You did what you needed to do. You worked with who you needed to work with. This is telling me that even though to some degree, you may not have had a whole lot to be able to give or do. Um, like you're like, all I could do was this, right? All I could give was that, and somehow it worked out because I didn't give up. There's an energy of saying, even though I was stressed out, I didn't give up. Even though I only had 10 pennies to rub together, I still tried my best. I still did what I had to do. There's something about that going on with this, but great achievement. Two of Wands and Chariot. This is about where you're headed, making decisions, the decisions that you've made, the path that you've chosen, the plans that you made, all those things that you've done that would send you towards a success or some victory or something that was like, it's like, because you put in the effort, however small, you were that much closer to your goals. And because even if you took took things one little chunk at a time or one little bite at a time, you eventually finish that sandwich. And so they're showing that you should be grateful that you nourish yourself. You did something that would be beneficial to you later. They want you in that space all weekend, because the fragmented energy is Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. What fragments you is at certain points, you may not even feel that you could take credit for some of the things that occurred in your life, because, I mean, this energy is saying that a lot of people want recognition. This is energy around you. There's It's difficult to take accountability for the good things, for the things that did come together, right? A lot of us don't even recognize the roles that we played in situations here. And like, like, there's a story, right? That, I kid you not, I know always it seems like they're showing me it was a meme, but it wasn't a meme. It was actually like like they have a screenshot and it's kind of like, it's a story, but it's very short, I promise. I know I ramble. I apologize, y'all. But there was a mom. She was sitting there and she was saying, that she was not really the best mom, right? The kids were basically like adults. And she sat and she was telling a story about how she was, I guess it was like telling, now I'm messing this up. No, it wasn't. It was her children. They were adults. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I wish I was a better mom. And the children said, my favorite thing in the world, I just have to tell you, is that the dinner that we used to have, and they called it a plate of little things. And so she gave them a plate, and some of it was like pretzels, cheese cubes, like some raisins, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of fruit on one part of it, and like maybe some yogurt or something. She just put a bunch of stuff on there, some crackers, some goldfish or whatever, and that was their favorite dinner. And to her, that was those dinners when she was failing as a mom. And so they're saying that there's a lot of people walking around here that don't realize that they were highly successful and things did come together. And Spirit's calling you out on that. There are times when you didn't think things were coming together, and it really was. Like you worked with what you had, even when you had little, right? And you made things better. Just like the mom with the plate of little things is what they called that dinner. And they loved it. They said that was their favorite dinner ever. That was the most exciting dinner to them. It's like tonight we get a bunch of little stuff. It's not a hot cooked meal that, all moms feel like they must do. And they're not successful if they don't have something piping hot on the table. And so the Spirit wants to convey that energy to you, to let you know that things did come together. But also this energy is surrounding you, where a lot of people don't see, they don't make the connection to the successes in their life. And Spirit wants you to see that in yourself. It's not arrogance, it's an acknowledgement, and it's a thing that's like thanking Spirit too. Like, thank you, Spirit, I see you. It's like for affirmations, right? If we're made in the image of our Creator, and then we need positive affirmations, obviously we're in the same image. It's like you're giving affirmations by acknowledging and being in a grateful energy. Spirit, I see you, and I understand. I hope that makes sense. That's an affirmation in and of itself. The recognition, the thought process. Gratitude is, what is it? Abundance and prosperity is birthed through gratitude. Gratitude is his parent, mother. Right? All good things come from this. Kindred partnership, Eight of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. This would be someone who is very concerned about nurturing and also wants you to see the same thing. This would be someone who's like, you need to start seeing this and stop overthinking things and stop coming in with this negativity, because they feel like you're focusing too much on what you can't do and what you didn't do and how bad you were. You know how like that mother was. Oh, I was a terrible mom. I didn't even make a hot dinner. And the kids are sitting there killing it. They're so happy they get goldfish for dinner. They don't even care. You know what I mean? And you're crying about it. I gave them a popsicle and, they had soda or pop or whatever you call it. And it's like, that was the one time that maybe you didn't, balance out the food groups, but did it, in the grand scheme of things, they're happy. All they remember is how awesome you are. And so this is a person who is saying that they're trying to nurture you out of a corner, right? They're trying to nurture you out of it. And this is someone that's like, I only got so much left in me. I need you to see who you are. I need you to get out of this. They're concerned that they will have to spend as much, like that's what they'll be doing from here on out, and getting very little in return. They are concerned with that because they're grateful for what you do. But if they're having to consistently come in and calm your fears and try to make you feel better with the Two of Pentacles, like balance it out and try to do whatever they can to make you feel better about what you could do, I'm seeing them feeling like this is not going to move. It's just going to be potential, like being around you or it's something about you. It's like, that's all that, it's never going to really get to that point because they can't see that they're successful. They can't see that there's gratitude here. Like my gratitude, that will be the energy of saying my gratitude comes from is this kindred partnership. My gratitude comes from a place of telling Capricorn that you did the best you could, and look at how successful you are. Look at the decisions you made and how great things, how much better things got, and how there's so many other things that we could really be doing with our time. Seeing someone looking at the potential of that and saying we could be doing so much more. We could be focused on other things, right? Not disconnecting, right? But connecting to those things which, like the being grateful that things have been, so things have successfully, like, you've reached your goals, you reached some goals, you did some things, you accomplished some stuff. Focus on that. I hope I'm making sense, because there's just so much here. So you could be dealing with a Cancer very strongly. We have Pisces or Scorpio. We also have Capricorn, another Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.